Sanvanan Dumelang, hello, and welcome to my channel. So I know that I've already posted one YouTube video, which is the how I install my crochet braids video, but I figured it's still not too late for me to do a young get to know me tag, just so that maybe you guys can learn a bit more about me, find similarities that we have, and yeah, let's just get to know each other. If you want to leave some interesting things about yourself in the comments below, please go ahead. I'll read through them. And yeah, let me just share more about myself, which is something that I guess I hardly do. I really enjoy staying a mystery, like, mysterious movie character type of lifestyle, but I'm gonna try and be open and honest. So what I've done is that I have found a couple of questions on, I guess, a website of Get to Know Me tag, and I'm going to just read through them. It's 25 questions, so get to know me within those 25 questions. And yeah, let's see how fast I can get through this. I'm going to try not overthink these questions. So let's get started. Also, I have my laptop here so I can see all the questions, and I have not actually gone through them in detail. So yeah, let us see what is popping. So I guess a good place to start is that my name and surname is Malwande Mthethwa. My first name is Tapelo. Some people don't know that, but yeah, there we go. So the first question is, how might you describe yourself to a blind person? I'd say I'm tall. I'm tall, I'm dark skinned. My body size is, I guess, average to slim size, or slim to average size, whichever. And yeah, that's me. That's how I would describe myself to a blind person. What activity do you do only when you are alone? Oh my gosh. I binge watch YouTube videos. Dang. I binge watch videos like crazy. If I'm not binge watching YouTube videos and I'm watching people's Insta lives, I really enjoy engaging with people on their Insta lives. I feel like it's so interesting, and it's not something I do with other people because that would just be weird. Next question. What has been your biggest regret up to now? From the top of my head, my biggest regret has been not drafting contracts with people for work-related reasons. I really regret trusting people too much when it comes to my shmoney. Like, I have a habit of trusting people too much to pay me out of their own goodness and good ethic, good morals. That has failed me. So that's the biggest regret that I have, is not drafting contracts, not having legally binding things to make sure that people me. So yeah. Next question. What is a common misconception others may have about you? That I am cold. Yo. Oh my gosh. People think that I am cold. Like, a lot of people who meet me, I guess especially those of the other gender, they tend to say that I'm cold. Everybody just thinks I am super serious and I'm not to be messed with, which is true. I'm not to be messed with. But I'm also really kind. I feel I'm a sweet person. Like, I'm just so I don't understand. But yeah, that's a misconception people have about me, is that I am cold, that I don't want to talk to people, that I just want to be left alone all the time, that isolation is what I enjoy. No. No. Next one is, knowing what you know now, what would you do differently if you were born again? I think, what would I do differently? I would be more intentional about the friends that I choose. And also I would try spend more time bonding with my siblings. Yeah, maybe what I would do differently if I could was to have siblings that were all raised together, because that would just make things easier. I know that just went real deep, but that's the truth. Next question is, If it were possible, would you change your race or gender? No, nah. Nah, I'm good. I love being black. I love being a woman. I embrace being a black woman. As hard as it is, yes, the other gender and the other race, they always have it a little bit easier than we do. But man, there is so much strength in the way that God made me with my race and with my gender. So, me sharp. What would you do if $1 million was given to you with no strings attached? I leave the country. Thank you. I would leave South Africa. I would pack my bags and go. I don't know where I'm going, whether I'm going to Tanzania or I'm going to Zambia or I'm going to freaking live on an island in Mozambique. I'm out of here. That's what I would do. I would leave. Okay, that aside, my traveling needs aside, I'd buy a studio. I would definitely buy an artist studio, a gigantic artist studio with all the printmaking equipment I can find, with all the photography equipment I can think of. Yeah, I would do that, Shem, and I would probably live in that studio because that's just me. If the world order was in chaos, what would you do to survive? Dance. No, I'm joking. No, I don't know. I don't know. Skipping this question. What are your top pet peeves? Oh, exit language. Yo, I can't. Please, as in PLS. Andizi, Andizi mtakabao, Andizi. Miss me with it. That's the first one. The second one, I was telling a client just the other day, like last weekend. My second pet peeve, top pet peeve, is seeing people with braids that have not been boiled. Seeing women out there with braids that are pointing so, lipondola thing, so. Yeah, it irks me. It makes me want to cry. It makes me want to cry. Another pet peeve is guys or men, the other gender, that sags their pants. I don't get it. Please don't even come at me. Don't, like, we can't be friends. There's nothing I can talk to you about, my guy. Like, no, wear your pants correctly, buy a belt. The next question is, what is the one activity or hobby that you cannot do without? Drawing, art making, the whole thing. I guess it's not a hobby. It's my life. It's my life. It's my source of income. It's my enjoyment. It's my sanity. But yeah, I can't live without that one. I can't live without art making. I cannot. Another one is, I guess, making smoothies. Now that's something I can add. I can't live without making smoothies. Next is, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? It would be how extreme I am with emotions. When it comes to relationships with human beings, I mean dating, I mean friendships, I mean family, I mean just work, I mean wongomund. What I would change about myself is how extreme I am in emotion. I'm either super vulnerable on the one hand, like extremely vulnerable, like I will tell you my deepest, darkest everything, or I'm very like I'm like neutral. I'm like, no, yeah, you're not. The wall is this high. The wall is up to here, and no one can reach it. No one can cross it. No one can do anything about it. So yeah, I think I would change that. I would teach myself to find a midpoint, or I would actually recreate myself with that midpoint already, because wow, let's save some time and energy. Yeah. If you could only remember one lesson to take into your next life, what would it be? To validate yourself. That's the one lesson I would take into my next life, is that I am my own validation. God validates me. God teaches me to validate me and not seek validation from anybody else, because while people are fickle, people are ever changing. They love you today, they hate you tomorrow, and you can't look at the relationship with yourself in that manner. Who will you be? What would you want to be written on your own tombstone? Oh, that's too deep and dark and easy. Where would you live if you had to stay for the rest of your life? Cape Town, South Africa. Because that's the only other place, like, I really, yeah, I've lived there before. I would go back for the rest of my life. It's the perfect place for retirement. What song do you listen to when you feel sad? Yo, I listen to a lot of songs, but I can't think of anything right now. I can't think of anything right now. When I'm sad though, I can give an artist. I usually listen to Maxwell. Anything by Maxwell. Anything by Maxwell goes. Or I listen to some of Beyonce's old songs. For resentment. So resentment. Yeah, I'm here for that. I'm here for it. Also, Marsha Ambrosius. She puts me in my feels. What one superpower would you want and why? To teleport. If I could teleport, like one day I'm here, next day I'm in Europe, the next day I'm in flipping New York. I don't know. I would have that power. Why? Because I want to see the rest of the world. That's why. Because I get bored being in one place. That's why. Would you rather be the best looking or the smartest girl at your school? The smartest girl. Looks change. What will looks do for me? It's all here, baba. Here, baba. If you could be any animal for a day, what would you be? This is random, but I think I'd be a rabbit. I know that's like a pet sort of, but I would be a rabbit. Rabbits are cute, man. Rabbits are beautiful. They're sweet. They just hop around everywhere. They just seem so unbothered. So, yeah. Okay, one last question. I don't think I'm going to make it to all 25 because this is getting a little bit too long for my liking. Okay, 2 more questions, I guess. Okay, lies. 3 more questions. 3 more questions. What do you think other people love about you? I think people love the fact that I'm strong. A lot of my friends and some of my family always tell me that I am so strong, that I am able to just get through anything. Another thing people love about me is my maturity. I've been told so often that I am mature and wise beyond my years, and that's something I really treasure. It's something I really believe God made me that way, and it's something that I would love to keep forever. Another thing that people love about me is my brutal honesty. Some love it, some hate it, but those who have been in my life long enough to understand me now love it. They love the fact that I'm brutally honest. I literally tell you the way that it is. I give it to you straight, like good and bad. Good and bad. I say things the way that they are. And yes, it's something I've had to learn to tone down over the years, but yeah, now I'm at a point where some people are like, oh, now you've become too soft. You should not sugarcoat it anymore. Like, what do y'all want? What do y'all want? But anyway, that's it. Next question, second last question. If you were a teacher, what subject would you teach? I would teach visual arts and I would teach life orientation. I know life orientation was quite something, but I really feel that subject has the power to teach us a lot of things that we don't even find in university. So I would put myself in that position. Last question. Last question. If your life was a movie, what would be the title? The title would be wow. The title would be Uncertainty is Certain. I think that is why. And let me explain in a couple of seconds why I say that. We are guaranteed to be uncertain of everything. Like we are guaranteed that you can disagree, but that is what I feel. We are guaranteed to not be sure of everything. We're not even required to be sure of any of much things, really, that we force ourselves to be sure of. So my life currently is filled with a lot of uncertainty, and it's filled with learning to embrace the unknown. So that's why I would call it that. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I hope that you have enjoyed getting to know a little bit about me. This for me has been fun, and I'm going to end this video right here. If you enjoyed this, please remember to, you know, as they say, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Comment below, like I said earlier, something that you really like about yourself. And yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed getting to know me. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. Also, if you like, let me know down below what kind of content you want to see on this page. But thank you so much for the support. Find me on Instagram. I'm also on Twitter, sort of ish. But I'll leave all that information in the description box. So thank you very much. Be blessed. Bye.